Hi, welcome back. This is Dara.
And I'm Donna.
Usually we go through after the recap of our game and share what hands everybody was playing and discuss the winning hand. This time we are showing something that happened that one player really wanted a tile, but they didn't get it.
Okay, it's my turn to discard. 7 crack.
Now this player,
Call.
but this player called it for
Mahjong. So who gets it?
So this player gets the tile and the win because they could put up their entire hand. Here, I'll let you do that.
Flower, flower.
So it doesn't need to be put up in order as you do exposures, but once you have Mahjong, then if anybody questions it, you could arrange it in order. So they had the Kong of nines, and a Kong, quint. So everybody knew they were doing a quint. The interesting thing about this hand, if they put up the only hand on the card that has a Pung in one suit and then a Kong in another. So they had the winning hand. Even if this hand over here had started exposing, Mahjong takes preference no matter what, even if the other player started exposing tiles. So now Donna's going to go through what they were playing.
So can you see what hand they're playing? Obviously 5, 7, 7, 9. So you go to the 5, 7, 7, 9 section. In this hand, they were going for news. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th hand down. Pair of 5 cracks. Pong of 7s, but they needed that 7 crack. They had N, E, and S, but they didn't have the West. There were 2 out on the table already, and then they have a pair of 7s and a pair of 9s. So they weren't there yet, but that's the hand they were going for.
They were getting there. Okay, so the person who threw the 7 crack, they have jokers east and west, and on this card, most of the times, east and west go with even. E starts with E for even. West has an E in it for even. There are 4 letters in east and west, all different ways to remember east and west are even. So they were doing it with 8s, but they still needed, this is over here where you have the even numbers, they still needed some 8s.
Yeah, they need a single 8 bam. Even
But
though
they were-
you couldn't use a joker for that.
But they were ready to call the east, the west were out, but they could have used a joker to call the west.
They did not win. So this is the fun hand that everyone talks about in the consecutive run section. The second one from the bottom. So this is a floating pair hand. You can use the pair anywhere in those first 6 tiles. This person was going for 3 and then a pair of 4s, 5, 6 in dots. So since the 4 dots are the pair, then they needed to do the rest, the Kongs in 4s. They had them. They had a Kong of 4 cracks, and they had 3 4 bams with a joker. So all they were waiting for is either a 2 dot or a 7 dot. It can be at the front or the end of that section.
Terrific. So here's a recap of the winning hand, that quint. And then once again, so this is actually a set of tiles that we have available. We don't have it on our website, but any of the sets, other than the first video in this series that we did, any of the sets, sometimes we have them available if you email us at modernmahjong@gmail.com. I'm trying to zoom in. I don't know if you can see it very well. And we're curious, what do you think looks best? Do we...
Yeah, either the gold bling on black dice or golden joker on white dice.
Very cool. We hope that you enjoy these learning and informational videos and have a great day.